is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Don't get nervous.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
to
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out with that first drive. I'll try to do better here. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 3rd down, Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Check 56. Wait, come with me. 56. Mike, 56, right there.
On second and 11 now. Winston, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
95, 56, 54, 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Tonight.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to run it with Murray. $14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You ready? Stop your whining.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Green, triple team.
Following the interception, Winston. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Green, triple team. Hey, stop. Stop on the 50. Stop on the 50.
On play action, Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Bucks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it with Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Now on 2nd and 16. Winston looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Black 25. 47. Even. Green, come and see.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one complete to Scott Miller. The 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scott Miller, 45 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on second down. Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 28.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Breeze now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
Ready.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
45. Mike, 45. Watch the screen. 20 seconds.
Breeze now. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
Now Breeze again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith 28 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Right here, right here. 4-7's the mic. Follow. Stay out. Watch the out. Flip it. Check, double, 10.
Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27.
Hatchet. Hey, alert 3.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Ready. 5-8. 54 Mike. Hey, let's get this.
They go with Murray again. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and it held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run with Murray. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They hand off to their big tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
Here we go. He's coming. We got double up. Wait. Come on. Sunday. 6. Right. Triple team.
Play fake. Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he finds Howard complete. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur.
Blitz coming And down he goes. A.J. Klein coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Let's go.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 75 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. To throw, Winston. He's going to look deep. Wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 28.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's going to take a shot for the end. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to erase a two-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Thomas the intended target, and it's third down.
Ready? Yellow waiting. 13. Yo, check 31, check 31. Hey, orbit.
To throw, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Ready? Blue waiting. 56. Bring it. Bring it. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. In his own end zone, it's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Winston now after the fumble recovery. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Ready. Black 25. Check. Green,
Winston here to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded,